Hello everyone, I'm Adam with CLNotes, and in this video, I'm going to be looking at some specific user case scenarios for the forestry department at the University of British Columbia. But of course, this could be used for any forestry department or any department that is, well, using these kinds of resources. And this video series will be in 3 parts. In this video, I will look at how we can acquire resources and add them to our class, and all different kinds of resources. And in the next video, I will show about how we can interact with these resources. And in the final video, I will show how we can create activities and assignments and things like that in our classes. So this is a new class that I just created. This is a UBC Forestry 101. And I'm going to start by just showing some of the types of resources that we can add to CLNotes here. So I'm specifically looking at a lot of things from Patrick Colbert at UBC, and I thought it would be a great chance to just show how, for example, he could use some of his resources in his classrooms very easily here. And so let's start off. Perhaps we could look at a blog article or any kind of HTML, really. It could be a news article or HTML. We're going to click on Create New Course Material here and click on HTML. Now, I already found some things here. Let's go and take a look. So this is Patrick Colbert's blog site here. And for example, if Patrick wanted to use one of these blogs as a resource, for example, he's talking a little bit about some Chinese undergraduates in his class, and maybe he wants to use this as a reading to create some awareness about some of the, for example, the English exams, things like that in forestry, or how it applies to forestry. You can just go to his blog here and highlight all of this, and he can just copy it. You can either right click and copy or Control C. Go back to CLNotes, to that new CLNote window, and we'll go to the contents here. You can see we can just paste everything right in there. We have the title here of it that we can put in the top. There we go, the title. And we can add more information, for example, like what it is and all of that kind of stuff. Now, if Patrick wants to make this into a public resource, he could, of course, choose which Creative Commons license he'd like to put with it. I'm just going to keep it as private for now because I'm just using it within this class. But of course, as a professor, Patrick or whoever it is bringing in the resources can choose what they'd like to do in terms of the Creative Commons license. And I'm just going to go back and get the URL as well, just so people who are looking for it can find this wonderful blog here. And it looks like I'm pretty much all done with this here. So I'm just going to click Save. All right, and now we have this lovely resource here. And now this is a reading for our class that this can be, well, once it's created here, if we go back to our class and refresh our page, I'll just click F5 here, and you see now this is added to the course materials. So now all students can see this, and students can click on this and see this wonderful resource here. Now, again, if we want to use HTML, the sky's the limit here. Anything that you can copy and paste, really, you can bring into here. So whether it's a handout, something you use in your classes, for example, if it's a news thing, you can just go here, same thing, click new HTML, and I can go to, for example, maybe there's new forestry news. You see here in Vancouver Sun, forestry crisis. Same thing, you just go through here and just grab this and copy and go back to your CLNotes, and you can put that right in here. And we have this this lovely article that we can use in our class now. And again, creating an interactive resource with this, which is really cool. And we have the title here. You can really just delete the title in this article if you want, just to make things a little bit more clean and easy to do. Once again, I'm just going to go through here, keep it private. I'm going to go back and grab that URL so the students can see where I got that from. And same thing, I just click save. And here we go. This is now a resource that the students can access. And I go back here, and again, if I just press F5 and refresh, there we go. Now we have 2 readings here that the students can do. Now, of course, we don't want to just limit ourselves to perhaps some websites or something. We might also have some books. We are working at CLNotes also with BC Campus resources, the open education resources, and we're trying to help make a lot of open resources more accessible for people around the world, make these really cool interactive resources. So if a professor has a book in an EPUB format that they'd like to share with their class, they can also do that as well. So for example, we have these wonderful books. You go into books here at the top. We don't have a book listed right now, but let's go search for a book. Now, we just added the forestry book, of course, just for this demo, but this is also from BC Campus here. Really cool book by Joan DeYoung here on forest measurements. And all we have to do here is, once a book is inside of the database here, you can just scroll through and grab a book. And so you see here, we got this book. We're going to import the book to class. It says it's been successfully imported. And then just go to class. And if you look here at the course materials, you can't see the book because what we've done is we've loaded it in EPUB format so that you can actually choose the specific chapter you want. So to get the chapter in your course materials here, we just go over to the Books tab, and you see here we have forest measurements and applied approach, and all of these chapters, and all we have to do is choose one of these chapters here, and we will be able to go in and have that chapter in our class. So for example, if I want to talk about something in the class like crown classes, for example, just click on the checkbox here, and that is imported to our class. So now if we go back to the class, to the course materials, we see now that we have this resource and it's all ready to go. See, if I click on it here, everything is all ready here for the class. The students can go right in and start reading that chapter for their weekend assignment or in class, really whatever you'd like. Now, one of the areas that CLNotes really shines in is not just in being able to import text-based features or text-based resources. We also have expanded it so that you can also bring in things like videos and audio and things like that, all of these kinds of resources so that you can use them in your class very easily and in a very interactive way, which is really cool. So I'd like to show you how we can do that. And so I'm going to go here to create new course material. I'm going to click on YouTube, and we're going to get a slightly different looking window here because this one is for creating a YouTube CLNote. And I'm going to go to the Coastal Indicator Plants of BC, the UBC Forestry YouTube channel here, which as far as I've seen, most of the videos, very beautifully done videos with Patrick Colbert here narrating and actually in a lot of these videos here. And all of these videos have subtitles that can be turned on here. And this is really important because when we import something into CLNotes, we extract the subtitles from the videos as well. So let's take this video, and what we're going to do is go up to the address, the URL, and right-click and copy and go back to our new CLNote. And we're going to go down to the bottom here for the link and paste it. And we're also going to add the title of the YouTube video. Here, I'm just going to highlight it again, copy, and then back here, highlight this and paste. And the last thing we do is we click Load YouTube. And as you can see here, it loads the YouTube video so you can watch the video. You can click on this here and be watching the video. And at the same time, you can be going through the subtitles, which are automatically extracted.
This is
And
oval-leaved blueberry. It's
what
a
it does,
trope that's
because it
common in most
extracts the
coniferous
subtitles, in this
forests,
case, I
openings,
believe
and
uh,
especially areas that have soil rich
Patrick
in
chose to
decaying wood.
have the
It
video
grows from low all the way
uh,
to subalpine elevations.
auto subtitled, so the subtitles are automatically done. They're automatic CCs. And if at some point Patrick chooses to write custom subtitles for his channel, they'll be quite a bit better than this. But even so, as it stands right now, the subtitles are pretty nice. You can see here that a lot of the scientific names are uh, seem pretty accurate, and a lot of the vocabulary words are working quite well. But in any case, so now we have this note. Again, we just click save here. And this note is good to go, all ready for the classroom, and all the students will have this assigned to them in their CLNotes class. I'm going to go back to the main page here, and again, press F5 to reset. And now we see that we also have this video file here. And you can see that if you look at the icons here, you can see that HTML notes have this kind of icon, and then YouTube, and then we have the books down here. And I also want to show TED Talk as well, because TED Talks are really great resources, and they have custom subtitles and everything like that. So let's go to create new course material, click on TED Talk. A similar thing to the YouTube channel, we're going to go to a TED Talk, and I found a great forestry-related TED Talk, so how do trees talk to each other. And I'm going to, once again, go up to the top to the URL, copy it, and paste it into the bottom here. And I'm also going to go back and just grab the title. In this case, there's nowhere where I can copy and paste the title, so I'm just going to type in the title. How trees talk to each other. And then once I'm done, I'm going to save this TED Talk CL note. And just like the YouTube CL note that we just made a moment ago, it's all ready to go. It has the video here. The subtitles you see are very well done here. They're very beautiful subtitles because they're all customly typed in by people over at TED. And same thing, we have this wonderful interactive resource now. We go back to our classroom, refresh the page, and here we go. We also have the TED Talk as well now that has this different icon too. All right. So that's how we can import a whole bunch of different resources into our forestry class. And this could be really maybe a week or maybe more than that worth of material that you could be using in your classroom here. In the next video, I'll talk more about how we can interact with these as a teacher and as a student, and how we can do some really cool stuff with these really amazing resources. Once again, I'm Adam, and please remember, with CL Notes, we can teach more efficiently and learn more effectively. Bye-bye.